Welcome back, y'all. It's day 3 of Support Black College's HBCU Virtual Homecoming. This afternoon, we are checking in with celebrity chef J.R. Robinson, Pinky Cole from Slutty Vegan ATL, and Hampton University's marching band. Here are your hosts, Darren, Big Baby Brand, and Pretty V.
Welcome back, day 3 to Support Black College Virtual Homecoming. I'm Darren, Big Baby Brand.
And I'm your girl, Pretty V.
Okay.
You already know what time it is. Okay, so y'all, it's about to be a little cooking session going on. And we about to chef it up with my chef, Robinson. Also, we about to talk to my sister at a Slutty Vegan. The little vegan pill. Yeah, we gonna do all that. Then we gonna slide to the sports panel and chop it up with my bro, Chris Paul.
Okay, but first we have a yoga session with our fitness guru, Zizi from DC.
Period.
Okay, get to it, y'all.
It's the DC for me.
Hi, my name is Zaina Hassan, Zizi for short, and welcome to your yoga session during the Virtual HBCU Homecoming in our beautiful Lululemon loft in Washington, D.C. A few fun facts about me. I own a yoga company, and I work directly with the NBA and the NFL, the MLB, just to name a few. Lamar Jackson is one of them, who's an awesome, dedicated student that has trusted me with his career, as well as the Nuggets, the Timberwolves, the Minnesota Vikings, you name it. So I'm here to help you guys and guide you guys through a beautiful flow and meditation. We will start standing, so tune in. So you just want to make sure that your feet are parallel and that your heels and your entire foot is grounded. So you'll start to take a deep breath in through your nose, bring your hands down your side, just relaxing, okay? Just being as lax as possible. You're gonna inhale through your nose, so you'll do basic stuff, basic breathing. Then you wanna exhale through your mouth completely, creating the hot noise. And I'll explain what that is. Inhale, deep breath in, belly, rib cage, chest. And then you'll exhale, chest, rib cage, belly. Do this one more time. For your next inhale, you're slowly going to bring your lips to touch as you take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale fully through the nose. Still creating that ha noise, like you're fogging up a mirror, but actually with your mouth closed. What that does is create heat and energy, prana in your body. So full breath in. Full breath out. 2 more times. And 1 more. On your next inhale, you're going to slowly start to open your eyes as you start to make small circles with your wrist. You're just inviting small movement. Maybe wiggling your toes, lifting them up. Inhale, take a deep breath in. You lift your shoulders up towards your ears. And then exhale, you roll them back. Full breath in. Exhale, rolling your shoulders back. Maybe going counterclockwise with your wrists. So inhale, deep breath in. And then exhale, rolling back. Now inhale, you open your eyes, still keeping your hands up, lifting up high, looking up high towards the sky. Exhale, you will fold. So when you fold over here, wherever your hands dangle is fine. Inhale, you lift your hands up, so sliding your hands up towards your knees or shins. Flat spine, rolling your shoulders back, keeping your belly engaged in. Exhale, you'll fold all the way down, looking between your legs, relaxing your collarbone. Inhale, you rise, lifting up, looking up high towards the ceiling. Exhale beautifully. Pray your hands to your heart, Samasthitihi. We'll do that again. So you bring your hands out to the side. Inhale, deep breath in. Maybe start to make small circles with your wrists. You lift your shoulders up on your inhale. Exhale, you roll back. Full breath in. Exhale, roll back, and then go counterclockwise with your wrists. Full breath in. Exhale, rolling back, and then inhale, you lift your hands up high. Exhale, you'll fold. So just really warming up your spine. Inhale, lifting up halfway through your knees or shin. It's also called elongating your fascia tissue. Exhale, you'll fold. And then inhale, you rise, lifting up just to get a little anatomical. Exhale, pray hands to your heart. Good. Now, inhale, you bring your hands out to the side. You lift your hands up high towards the ceiling, your right hand. So everyone show me your right hand. We'll grab your left wrist. You'll keep both elbows straight. Full breath in through the nose. And then you're going to start to tilt over to the right, okay? You're still going to try to lock both elbows out and drop that right hand to the outside of that right leg, that right knee, really opening up that left side of your body. Rotating that left shoulder back. Inhale, you start to rise, lifting up. Cracks are fine, so if you feel like your back is cracking, do not be alarmed. Your left hand grabs your right wrist. You keep both elbows straight as you tilt over to the left. And then your left hand will slide down to that left leg, rotating that right shoulder back. And then inhale, you lift up high. Exhale, you fold, swan diving down, bring your fingertips down. You slide your hands up halfway to your knees or shins. Exhale, you fold. Inhale, you rise, lifting all the way up, looking up high towards the ceiling. Exhale again, your right hand will grab that left wrist. You're going to lean over to the right. Your right hand will go to the outside of that right leg as you drop it down. Good. Remember, rotate that left shoulder back. Inhale, your right hand lifts up. Your left hand will grab your right wrist. You'll lean over to the left. And then left hand goes to the outside of that left leg. Yep. Then inhale, you lift up. Exhale, you will fold all the way down. All right, so we're moving on. Inhale, halfway up to your knees or shins, flat spine. Crown of your head reaches forward. Exhale, you're gonna fold. Start to bend your knees as you grab your toes. So if you can't grab your toes, grab your ankles. If you can't grab your ankles, grab your shins. I'm giving it to you as available to any modification and any person to be able to do this. So inhale, deep breath in, grabbing your toes. Then you want to try to take your time to straighten out your knees. 2 breaths. 1 more. Good. Inhale now. You slide your hands up halfway. You slide your hands back down. You start to bend your knees. Your fingertips will come in front of your toes, in front of your feet. You make sure that your palms are flat down. You make sure that your heels are flat down as well. Inhale now, bring prayer hands to your heart. You're a seated low squat for 3. Lifting your toes up, rolling your shoulders back, keeping your belly engaged in. 2. Try to sit a little lower. Good. And then 1. Good. Exhale, you slowly drop your palms flat down to the ground as you start to walk your hands out towards a high plank. Now, with your high plank setup, you want to make sure that your heels are shooting to the back of the room. Your tailbone is dropped down. Your spine is nice and long. Full breath in. Exhale, you're going to start to bend your elbows as you come all the way down to your belly. Now, you're going to flatten down your toes. You go wide with your hands and then step them 1 step forward. Inhale, deep breath in as you rise, lifting up. Rolling your shoulders back for 3. 2, try to roll your shoulders down. Try not to squeeze your glutes here. And then 1. Inhale, you'll come down to your belly as you start to rise, taking your time to come to all fours. Now, clearly I have a whole bunch of things over here. I'll just explain and give you the rundown of what they are. So you have your 2 yoga blocks, okay? These yoga blocks can help with balance. If you aren't able to touch the ground, that's a great way to use the yoga blocks. You can actually use, if you don't have yoga blocks, you can use 2 boxes, 2 shoe boxes, or 2 books, preferably hardcover, so you're not creasing your books. Then you have a blanket. That could be similar to a towel or a throw blanket that you place onto your couch. This is just my meditation cushion for preference. You don't even need a cushion. You can use a pillow, whatever. And then this is just a foam roller, all provided by Lululemon. Thank you so much for this. So we're gonna come to all fours. I like to make sure that my joints are well protected, especially your knees. They're very sensitive. So you wanna make sure that your knees are propped right above the blanket. So inhale, deep breath in. You wanna try to keep your wrists adjusted to your shoulders, your knees adjusted to your hips. So all aligned. Inhale, deep breath in. Exhale, curling in, looking between your legs. And then inhale, you want to push forward. Good. Exhale, curling in. And then one more time, inhale forward. Now you're gonna come to a neutral spine. Okay, you're gonna raise your right hand up, you'll kick your left leg back. Full breath in. You wanna make sure your left toes are pointed down to the ground, they are dorsiflexed, your glutes are engaged, your arm is shoulder height. Full breath in. Exhale, elbow to knee touch, you're trying to crunch in, so it's really focusing on that core. Inhale, push forward. Exhale, curling in. And then inhale, push forward. Drop your right hand down, drop your left knee down. We'll do the same thing towards the opposite side. So your left hand will lift up to shoulder height. Your right leg will kick back. Make sure that left toes are curled under. Make sure your right toes point down to the ground. Inhale, full breath in. Exhale, curling in. Inhale, push forward. Exhale, curling in. And then inhale, push forward. Now you're gonna drop your left hand down, and then you'll take your time to step your right foot to the outside of that right hand. Here is where your blocks will come handy, your books or your shoe boxes, whichever one works. So we're gonna try to stack them together if that helps. We'll place both hands on top of the blocks. You'll lift that left knee off the ground, okay? Inhale, now you raise your right hand up high, looking at your right thumb. Looking up high towards the ceiling, you'll place that right hand down to the ground. You place the left hand on top. So you're gonna rise to that high, beautiful lunge. You bring prayer hands to your heart, you're right here. Full breath in, exhale, you bring both hands on top of your blocks and then slowly drop that left knee down. Now, you're gonna lift your block up, start to ricochet your right foot towards the center. As you slowly take your time to straighten out that right knee, that right leg, and your right toes lift up, you are on your fingertips this time. Exhale, you're gonna bend your right knee as you lift that left knee up this time. Now, you're gonna place both hands on top of that right knee and then lift both hands up high towards the ceiling. Exhale, praying hands to your heart. We'll add on to it. You'll bring both hands back down to your prop, and then you're gonna flatten down that left foot to face the left side of the room. Okay, now from here, you're gonna rest your right elbow on top of your right knee, your left hand will lift up high. So you're trying to do this as graceful as possible. Inhale, you bring prayer hands to your heart, so you're right here, and then you rotate. So my hips and shoulder blades will rotate towards the front, my feet stay the same. Great hip opener. Full breath in. Good, now your right hand will open out to the front, your left hand will open out to the back. More bend to your front knee as you straighten out that right knee. Good, your left hand will go to the back of that left leg, your right hand will lift up high. And then exhale, you'll bend that right knee, slowly ricocheting both hands down to the ground, cartwheeling both hands as you drop that left knee down, and slowly step your right foot to meet your left. You'll bring both blocks together, you'll step your left foot out to the left. Inhale, deep breath in. You'll grow tall with your fingertips. As you rise, lifting up, you plant your right palm flat down. You'll lift your left hand up high towards the ceiling as you look at your left thumb. Good. Exhale, you fold. Inhale, you bring both hands on top of that left knee. That left foot is still out to that left. You'll bring prayer hands to your heart as you lean in. Good. Exhale, you bring both hands down to your blocks. You slowly drop your right knee down. Again, you'll take your time to walk that left hand to the outside of your left foot. You'll take a full breath in here as you lift that back knee up. Inhale, slowly bringing prayer hands to your heart to a high lunge. Good. Exhale, you fold, slowly dropping that right knee down. Inhale, you lift that right knee up. You'll flatten down that right foot to the right side of the room. You bring that left elbow on top of that left knee. Your right hand will lift up high. You look at your right thumb. Good. You slowly start to bring prayer hands to your heart as you twist and rotate your hips and shoulder blades to the front. Good. Your left hand will open out to the front. Your right hand will open out to the back. Your gaze is forward. You'll straighten out that left knee. Your right hand will go to the back of that right leg. Your left hand will lift up as you start to slide your hand back. Inhale, you lift both hands up high. Exhale, you bend that left knee, cartwheeling your hands down to the ground. You're gonna rotate all 10 toes to face forward. You'll bend and drop that right knee. As you take your time to straighten out that left knee, your left toes lift up. You're on your fingertips though. Full breath in, bend that left knee. Exhale, come all the way back as your left knee meets your right knee. You're gonna go wide with your knees this time. Your big toes will touch. You'll slowly take your time to drop your tailbone down towards your heels as you drop your forehead in between. Full breath in, and then exhale. Good. This is your recovery moment. As you inhale, you'll lean forward, back up to all fours. Now, from here, you'll bring both knees to touch. You keep your toes curled under. You'll take your time to walk your hands back towards your thighs as you lift up so you're like elevated, okay? Inhale, you bring both hands up high. Exhale, your right hand will grab that right heel. Your left hand will grab your left heel. You'll shoot your hips forward as you drop your head back. Inhale, your right hand lifts up, your left hand lifts up. Great way to really open up your spine. We'll move everything gently out the way as you come down to all fours. Now, you'll slowly take your time to set up to a high plank again. Exhale, you come down to your belly, plant down your toes. Inhale, you walk your hands out as you lift up, rolling your shoulders back to a sphinx for 3, 2, good, and then 1. And then inhale, you'll come up. You're gonna start to lift up towards a high plank, shooting your heels to the back of the room. Walk your hands 1 step back, walk your feet 1 step forward to your first downward dog. You wanna start to pedal through your knees. You're bending your knees left and right, but you're keeping your elbows straight. You'll keep both knees straight, looking between your legs. Inhale, full breath in. Exhale, you'll come back down to that high plank as you readjust. All the way down to your belly. Inhale, you'll lift up. Exhale, you're slowly gonna take your time to come back to that child's pose where your knees are wide and your big toes touch. 2, 1. Good. Inhale now. You'll take your time here. You bring both palms in, so as close as you can. You'll step your knees 1 step back. You'll kick that right leg back as you step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. You bring your right hand to the inside of that right knee as you slowly try to drop that right knee out to the right, rolling to the outside of that right foot. This will really help open up that glute muscle as well as your hip flexor. Good, bring that right foot in, bring both hands in. Slowly step that right knee back, taking your time to step your left foot out to the left. You'll take your time to roll to the outside of that left knee, left foot. Good, inhale, bring it in. Exhale, left hand comes down. Now, from here, your right foot also steps out to the right. You bring prayer hands to your heart, and then you clip your elbows or biceps to the inside of your inner thigh. Inhale, deep breath in, and then exhale. Full breath in, and then exhale, rolling your shoulders back. And then 1 more time. Good. Now inhale slowly. So cracking is totally normal. Don't be alarmed. Bring your hands down towards your blocks. Now your right hand will grab the outside of that left ankle. Left hand will lift up high as you look up at your left thumb. And then we'll take our time to slowly switch. So that left hand will grab the outside of your right ankle. Your right hand will lift up high. Good. And then inhale towards the center. 1 last time. We'll bend our knees, rotating our feet out to the side. Prayer hands to your heart for 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to bring your palms flat down to the ground as you step your right foot back and then step your left foot back towards that high plank. You'll take your time to slightly move your blocks out the way. Exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, you'll lift up. And then exhale, you'll come down. We're going to take our time to flip over onto our backs. So from here, you want to hug your right knee into your chest. You'll start to make big circles with that right knee. Good. Inhale, you'll pull that right knee in, dorsiflex your right toes as well as your left. Your left hand will go on top of your left leg as you drop your right knee out to the right for 3, 2. Good. 1. Inhale, bring that right knee in. We'll drop that right knee out to the left. And then you want to try to open out that right hand out to the right. Good. So it's a great way to really open up that spine, as well as your IT band, psoas muscle. Good. Inhale, slowly start to rotate towards the center. Exhale, you straighten out that right leg. So we'll do just that much onto the left. Hugging that left knee into the chest. You'll start to make big circles with that left knee, dorsiflexing your right toes. Full breath in. Exhale, your right hand will go on top of that right knee or right leg as you drop your left leg out to the left. Inhale, bring that left knee towards the center as we slowly just switch hands, okay? And then you drop your left hand out to the left. Your gaze is also over to the left as you drop your left knee out to the right. Then inhale, we'll rotate towards the center. We'll take our time to bring our feet flat down to the ground. Our knees are still bent. Full breath in, you're going to raise that right leg up high towards the ceiling. You'll bend your right knee as you place your right ankle on top of that left thigh. You bring your right hand to the inside of your right knee as you push forward. Good. For 3, 2, 1. Now, you'll move your right hand away. As you start to lift your left foot off the ground, you loop your hands through to grab the front of that left knee as you pull that left knee in. Then you'll take your time to straighten out that left leg, lifting up high, pulling back. Good. Exhale, you'll bend that left knee as you place that left foot flat down to the ground and have your right foot join and meet your left. Your left leg will lift up high towards the ceiling. You bend that left knee, placing that left foot on top of that right thigh. Your left hand will go into the inside of that left knee. For 3, 2, 1. Good. You'll loop your hand through to grab the front of that right knee, hugging it in. Good. Exhale, your right leg straightens up as you grab the back of that right knee. And then inhale, slowly taking your time to bend that right knee as we straighten out both legs. Now, here's where we come to meditation. I'm gonna come to a seated position, but I want everybody to still be laying flat onto your back. I'll show you just a bunch of variations. So you can keep straight like this, or you can keep your knees bent, or you can bring your feet to touch. It's called butterfly as you drop your knees out to the right and to the left. But I'm just gonna roll up to a seated position and adjust myself with my favorite meditation cushion. And then you'll take your time. So remember, you are making sure that you are still laying down, still focused on you and just your practice. We'll just do a bunch of breathing techniques and you're good to go. So once you're ready and once you're settled in, we're gonna do a 4-count breath, meaning you're gonna inhale to 4 with me. You'll hold the breath. I'm gonna actually count for 4. It's a 4 pause. And then you'll exhale for 4. I'll also count, and then we'll hold it again for 4. So it's called 4-box breath. So once you're ready, inhale, take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll pause. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll hold the breath. And release. Going back to your own pace of breath. And then we'll try that again. Inhale, take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll pause. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll pause. and release. Now, wherever you are, you'll place your right hand towards your belly, your left hand towards your chest. We'll do another deep breath in. So we're going to inhale to 5 together, exhale to 5. We're going to count all the way up to 7. 7's a godly number, it's an angel number. That's one of my favorite numbers. So inhale, take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. We'll go up to 6. Inhale, deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lastly, inhale, deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Giving yourself a moment to really take in what we've created, the energy and the life that we just brought in, as well as light. You'll slowly take your time, if you're laying down, if your knees are bent, or if they're spread out, to come where you are laying with your legs straight. You'll slowly start to make small circles with your wrists, and this time with your ankles. So how we just started when we were standing, but this time just include your ankles. And then going the opposite way, so counterclockwise. Inhale, you start to hug your knees into your chest as you rock your body front to back. And rock your body all the way forward to a seated position so we're all facing each other. So whatever way is comfortable for you, just to have a seat, we'll close this out. Just wanted to say for sure, thank you so much to Support Black Colleges for bringing all of us into this beautiful platform, the amazing team behind Support Black Colleges, the film crew, and just send gratitude and be as compassionate as possible to everyone to actually making this happen and be so seamlessly and effortlessly flow together. So thank you all so much. We'll bring prayer hands to our heart. The goodness in me sees the goodness in you. Peace, love, and light. Namaste.
What's up, everybody? How are you? My name is Dr. Mariel Buque, and welcome to our mental health break in support of Black colleges. I'm so happy that you're here with me to be able to celebrate not only homecoming, but also celebrate you and celebrate your wellness and celebrate you taking a moment for your own well-being and to celebrate the fact that you are here with us in wellness and to honor you and your entire lineage. So we're gonna now transition into doing a grounding exercise together. So if you could just sit comfortably, I have my little ottoman here and I like to kind of step my feet up so that I can feel comfortable. You can just find a comfortable seat, find your breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Find your center. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. Feels good, doesn't it? Make sure you're wiggling that tension out. Whatever tension feels like it's trying to get captured in your body, just wiggle it out. It has no place here. You are safe, you're in wellness. You are here honoring your body, honoring your mind, honoring your soul. Nice breath in and out. With your next breath, feel free to transition the breath into just a natural breath, or if you like to keep breathing in nice and deep, feel free to do so. Whatever honors you, whatever honors your body, it is all welcome. So with the next breath, I'd like for you to feel the soles of your feet. Just Just get a sense for what you feel there. Remember to breathe. Remember, this practice is yours, so you just take your time. Just feeling out the sensations. Maybe you're feeling a little coldness beneath your feet. Plants of your feet may be planted on something cool and fresh. That may be what you may be feeling. Perhaps it's warm. If you have some socks on, maybe it's fuzzy. Maybe there's some tingling there. Perhaps even some pain. All we're doing is observing. There's no judgment. There's simply observation. We're just noting what we feel right here, right now. And with that, we take a breath. I'd like to honor our feet for those of us that have the capacity, for allowing us to walk around in this great earth. Just showing gratitude for the fact that our feet allow us to stay planted. It's the very bottom of the gravitational pull. So we honor our feet for doing so much for us, walking through life for us. One for us. Thank you so much. Thank you, feet, for all that you do for me, for all that you do for us. Finally, we can take our last collective breath together as we honor our crowns. May your beautiful crown always be held upright. And may you take this breath collectively knowing that you are royalty. Take the next breath in together. And out. Doesn't that feel good? Isn't that such a great reminder of everything that you are, everything that we are? I really hope that this practice has allowed you to find a point of decompression, of de-stressing, and of honoring your part in history and your legacy, and honoring this moment for yourself and for everyone that's a part of your community, past, present, and future. I hope that you can remember that we must support Black colleges and that you are a living legacy, living history, and your ancestors' wildest dreams. May your inner evolution shine as bright as your outer revolution. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Dr. Mariel Buque, and it has been an absolute pleasure to share this mental health moment with you. Stay well, stay grounded, stay safe. Take care.
What's up, guys? Your boy Archie III. I am the co-founder and CEO of the luxury fedora hat company called Wear Brims. I am a 2012 Tuskegee graduate, the illustrious Tuskegee University. You already know what it is. But special shout out to Support Black Colleges for putting together this dope event, this dope virtual homecoming that is definitely needed for the culture. I know that's cliche to say, but with everything going on, with the injustice, with COVID-19, I think this is definitely needed to keep the energy up and to keep the energy high. So a special shout out to them. Happy homecoming to all HBCUs, but especially Tuskegee University. Peace out.
Hey guys, my name is Lauren Lott and I went to Clark Atlanta University. C-L-A-R-K-A-T-L-A-N-T-A. Which was one of the best decisions that I ever made, because growing up in San Diego and going to an HBCU, it was amazing to be the majority and not the minority for once, which was so important. And I come from a family of HBCUs. My mother went to Talladega, my grandparents went to Philander Smith, my uncle and cousin went to Morehouse. We love HBCUs. And I just want to say, happy homecoming, live it up. HBCUs put on the best homecoming. And shout out to support Black colleges for putting this on. I love you guys, and thank you so much for letting me be a part and rep my school and wear this cute hoodie. So live it up. God bless you guys. Bye.
What's up, y'all? Christian Angulo here, repping Hampton University, the real HU. Y'all see I got my Hampton blue on, man. I want to wish everybody a safe and happy homecoming. I know we all quarantining at the house right now, but y'all know what time it is when we get back on campus, man. Last but not least, I want to give a shout out to Support Black Colleges for putting on this amazing event. We out.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Not Carlton Banks, a product of the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, the flagship of the Delta, Golden Lines, UAPB. I'm just here to wish everybody a happy homecoming. You know homecoming is a family reunion for the HBCUs and its council. But shout out to Support Black Colleges for this dope hoodie, and it matches my school. That black and that gold, that black and that gold.
My name is Chef J.R. Robinson. I'm from Harlem, New York. And with all this COVID going on, we're giving you a virtual HBCU homecoming, and we're gonna do it the Kitchen Cray segment way, you know? So I'm gonna give you 2 dishes from the culture. We're gonna start off with a shrimp and grits, and then my second dish, so we're gonna do a rice dish, and we're gonna top it with a curry lobster and a pico de gallo to give you that Caribbean feel. So right now, since I know the grits are gonna take the longest to cook, I'm gonna start off with the grits. So we're adding the grits. Want to get that stir in. So we're gonna whisk these grits for about, I would say 5 minutes, and you wanna whisk the grits until they're nice and thick, and then we're gonna cover it. And once they become thick, I'm gonna sit them on the back burner and just let the steam go on them. And what I'm gonna do to my shrimp, I'm gonna do this technique called butterflying. So basically when you butterfly a shrimp, you wanna take the shrimp, take your knife, this is a utility knife, or you can use a paring knife, and you're gonna go right in the center. Now that our shrimp is butterflied, I'm gonna add my seasoning, my special blend. And you wanna make sure the seasoning is seasoned all the way throughout, in and out the shrimp, just so you have that good flavor. So we got the shrimp done right there. Now I'm gonna take my gloves off and get my pan hot to get the shrimp going. And what I like to do, I like to get my pan nice and hot, and I like to flash cook my shrimp, so I'm not cooking it 100% the way through. I'm gonna cook it maybe 40% through to lock in the juices. So I'm gonna add my liquid butter to the pan. And whenever you pan searing something, when you put your protein in the pan or anything you put in the pan, you want to hear that loud sizzling noise. If you don't hear the sizzling noise, take the protein out because you're not doing it right. Nice and hot. So right now my pan is ready, and I can tell it's ready because I can see a little smoke coming out of it. Boom. Add my shrimp in there. And like I said, when you're cooking shrimp or anything, you don't want to overcrowd the pot. So this pot is big enough where I have enough room where all my shrimp are comfortable in this pot. So we're gonna give it a nice sear on each side. Maybe like 40 seconds on each side, if that, because we're gonna finish it at the end. So now I'm gonna take my shrimp off the heat, and I'm gonna put it in this bowl right here, and I'm gonna let it rest. So we're gonna let the shrimp rest right in this bowl. And now that my pan is still hot, I'm gonna brown my sausage in that same oil. And I'm gonna add a little more oil to it. And then once that's done, I'm gonna add it to that shrimp as well. Because it's gonna all come back together at the end. And you wanna get a nice crust, like this is what you're looking for right here. Like you want that nice crustiness on your sausage, pause. So once I got it to the color where I need it, nice and crusty, you don't want to burn it. It's kind of like you want to blacken it. You're gonna add it right next to the shrimp, because we just wanted to do that for color. So we got that color going, looking good. Now we're gonna head back over to these grits we put in the back. Shake your rice up a little bit. Give it a little stir so it's not burning. And then we're gonna bring these grits back to life. got our heavy cream right here and our cheddar cheese. And I like to add a little chicken base too. Add a little base to that. We're gonna whisk that up. We're gonna add our cream little by little. And you wanna add your cream little by little so you won't make a mess. You ever try to stir whisk liquid and the liquid is flying everywhere? It's because you're adding too much. So we just wanna add a little bit, take it nice and slow, little by little. And as you can see, these grits are coming together nice and smooth and creamy. And once we get it to the level that we need it, we're gonna put it back on the back and finish the rest of the dish. And I'm gonna take this rice off. It's almost done. And just whisk this up. So we're gonna add a little more cream because we don't want it too thick. We want it like that creamy thick. There it go, nice and creamy. Now we're gonna add our cheddar cheese. And this is sharp cheddar cheese. We don't do that mild stuff. We want that sharp, that heavy chop. Put it right in there. And this is gonna change the color of your grits as well. See, yeah, and the cheese is gonna melt evenly. And like I said, I'm whisking it just so it can cook evenly. Because if you know about grits, if you let it sit, it'll sit to the bottom of the pan and it'll clunk up. And you don't want that. I don't want that. And you see that? This is what you're looking for, that nice thickness, cheesiness, creaminess. A lot of people don't like grits because they say it's gritty. And this is the technique that I'm showing you to do so you won't have that gritty grit. So now we're done with that. I'm gonna throw my grits on the back burner and then come back to the shrimp. So we're gonna peel our garlic real quick. And I'm going straight to the pan with it. Got your garlic in there going, then we're gonna add our shrimp and sausage. And like I said, since we are in the crab state, I have that jumbo lump fresh crab meat. And you know it's jumbo lump, so you can tell when it's fresh when it doesn't have the red around the tip. If it has the red around the tip, that means it came out of a can. So don't let nobody fool you saying, oh, this is fresh jumbo lump from Maryland. And you can only get fresh jumbo lump from Maryland. So here we go. Throw that in there. Let it cook out. Then I'm gonna add, we call this the shrimp base at Kitchen Crate Cafe. So the shrimp base is basically heavy cream reduced with some butter, some scotch bonnet, some scallions, some garlic, peppers, the holy trinity. Boom, we're gonna get that in there and we're gonna let it come to a nice boil. So as we all know, everyone eats with their eyes. So I'm gonna show you how to put this dish together the right way and make people hungry. And I like to add a little more herbs to it just to make that crab pop. I'm gonna get my grits going. Ready for the plate. Whip it up a little bit. You see that? And these grits look like super velvety. Like that's what you want. You want that velvet texture. And then we're gonna come right on top with the sausage. You wanna lay them sausage down like right on top. Next is the shrimp. And you see how beautiful they look when you butterfly them, they curl up nice and perfectly. Throw that right on top. And if you plate your dish like this, they're gonna think you're a chef or you worked at a restaurant. You can just tell them you learned from Chef J.R. Robinson. And then right in the middle, I like to add that Maryland crab. And then I'm gonna garnish it with some fresh scallion. And then around the dish, just because the plate is white, we like to give it a little color. because this is an HBCU, so you gotta have some color in it. And then that's the dish. This next dish is a curry lobster over rice with the pico de gallo. And the reason why I'm doing this dish is because rice was a big thing for the culture growing up. Like, if you don't have food to eat, like, rice was the source that you went to. Like, you could have some rice with honey, rice with sugar. You could do anything with rice to get you through the night. But since we fancy and we getting it now, and it's black excellence, we gonna throw lobster on our rice. Stop playing with us. Boom, we gonna crack that lobster tail straight down the middle. And we're gonna add a curry paste. So I'm just gonna smear that curry right on over that lobster, just so you can feel it, you can taste it. And where I come from, we do everything heavy. So we gonna heavy season this bad boy. Get that joint all up under, in the tail, on the side of the tail. Get it in there. I'm gonna get my pan nice and hot. Turn the fire on a high heat. I'm gonna add my liquid butter to it, and then I'm gonna pan sear my lobster tails. Change that. I'm gonna add a little Cajun seasoning as well, my little special blend. This blend make everything taste right. So, and that's why I can't give you the secret, because if I give you the secret, then you might put me out of business. So boom, we got this oil nice and hot. You can tell when it's hot, when it's just swirling through the pan, like you want your butter to surf. So you're gonna let it surf, all right? Now you know it's hot. I'm putting it face down, tail up. Throw my shrimp in there. And we're gonna saute it. So saute means jump in French. So we want the seafood jumping in the pan. Jumping. And look, I'm gonna let you get a little, you see that sizzle? And you gotta zoom in on that so the people can feel it. And you know when you cooking, when you know how to cook, you're doing it right. Like, cooking is about feeling, tasting, you know, touching. It's not about having a whole bunch of recipes and doing something like from a formula. Like, you gotta really love what you're doing. So you're gonna feel that. Turn that lobster. And you see like that color right there? That's what we're looking for. This is what the people pay for. And you can do this right in your home. Boom. So now what I'm gonna do is I got a little coconut curry cream. Take it to the next level. Like I said, like, all we doing right now is taking it from good to excellent. And when you see the fire jumping like that, that means it's happy. So you got that happy pot going on. And I like to add a little acid to my dishes, so I'm gonna add a little lemon squeeze. And everybody knows lemon goes with seafood, so we're gonna brighten that up real quick. Stir whisk that in. So what I'm gonna do too to take it to the next level, I'm gonna take it off because seafood cooks quick. I'm gonna chop up this fresh cilantro. Because like I said, we're doing the Caribbean style, so you wanna get fresh cilantro. We don't use nothing dry. All our herbs are fresh. And then I'm gonna just throw this in there to bring the flavor to a whole nother level and brightness. And throw that right in there, right on top. And give it a good little stir. When I'm cooking, I'm not thinking about no type of fitness goals. I'm thinking about good food. And you see that nice color on the rice, like that spaghetti sauce gives it that red color. And that's the color I'm looking for. And you see how fluffy that is? Like, you want your rice fluffy. Like, you don't want that hard, stale BS that they used to make back in the day. Like, this is new school, and like I said, rice is hard to cook, but you see how fast we did it. So bam, we got the rice in there. Now I'm gonna take these lobster tails and throw it right on top of the yolk. So we're gonna add the shrimp right on top, and the shrimp is just a bonus. And then we're gonna throw that curry lobster right on top of the shrimp. And like I said, We're doing this dish because it's for the culture, because rice is super important in our culture. And we're gonna throw that lobster in there. And then I'm gonna shake it up a little bit, let the juices come together, and just drizzle that right on top. I would like to thank everybody for tuning in to the Virtual HBCU Homecoming. I'm Chef JR. And one HBCU I would like to shout out is HU, because we're in DC. And if you want to try our food, pull up the Kitchen Crave. We're at 1301 8th Street, Northeast DC. Follow us on Instagram at Kitchen Crave Cafe. And my personal Instagram is Mrs. Chef Tito. And I have more recipes coming soon. Thank you.
Let me tell you something.
What?
Chef Robinson. My shrimp and grits. A problem.
A problem.
For sure, you're right on.
Well, speaking of food, food, excellent food. Shout out to my sis Pinky at a Slutty Vegan. We gonna slide to her next.
You gonna still eat?
Yes, we gonna still eat. Got a whole meal.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Pinky Cole, founder and CEO of the world famous Slutty Vegan ATL. Now look, normally I don't do this, okay? I'm at my Edgewood location. This is our 3rd location, and we're getting ready for our grand opening. Nobody has seen this location yet, but I'm gonna give you a sneak peek into what we got going on. Let's go. A day in the life of Pinky is very chaotic and interesting and fun and live. It's a whole vibe. So I wake up every single morning at 6 a.m. because my brain is wired that way. I check my bank accounts, I check social media, I check my customer service reviews, and then I get my day started. So I'm very intentional about how I move through my day. I look at my meetings and make sure that I'm prepared for the day. And usually on a day-to-day, I'll probably have about 4 to 5 meetings a day, whether that's with my team or I'm doing something with press. And then I check on my businesses and make sure everything is good. And then after I do all that, I really work hard on the business as it relates to the marketing, conceptualizing new ideas so that we can really take the brand to the next level. So every day is a different day for me, but it's so exciting because I face new challenges every day. I get to create new things every day. I get to connect with different people. And that's what's the funnest part about being a CEO, because every day doesn't look like yesterday. Expansion for Slutty Vegan is at the forefront of who we are. So when we think about expansion for the business, we want to make sure that we're able to saturate Atlanta first, because this is where we started, and then we're going to branch out to other cities. As it relates to internationally going to other countries, we've already gotten our trademarks in other countries, so we're prepared there, we're protected, but we're excited about doing that once we get the brand really, really down packed. Every day is a learning process for the business, and we're still fairly young, right? So we're continuing to better our operations, we're continuing to better our brand, we're continuing to take our customer service to the next level, and those things are more important for me than just popping up stores in other countries. But I'm excited about being able to do that once we get to a place where we're confident that the business can be truly, truly duplicated in other countries. Okay, guys, so this is the world famous Edgewood location that's not open yet. So let me tell you what I love about Edgewood. I love that Edgewood is so historic, it's so vibrant. There's so many beautiful Black people that live in this community, and there's so much great progression happening here. So we are able to come into this neighborhood and become a staple here as well and take the neighborhood to the next level. So I'm excited to be here. We will be opening any day now. We put a lot of intentional work into this location. As you can see, we have so many creative designs in Slutty Vegan Edgewood. We have fresh flowers. We have a retail space where you can buy your clothes. We have an Instagram wall. We just have so many things that feels like an amusement park. So here we have a beautiful big food truck, which is the first food truck that I had, and I literally had lines down the block. I can remember I had about 500 people come to Slutty Vegan every single day with lawn chairs, with their umbrellas, with their laptops, doing their homework, waiting in line for 5 to 8 hours. So I wanted to put a piece of the food truck inside of the restaurant. So I said, why not put a whole big truck inside the building?
when you hear about the restaurant industry, most businesses don't last past the first 2 to 5 years, right? But what I've been able to do as a CEO is I've learned the art of the pivot, right? And I think that when people understand what that means, they'd be better business people, and I'm still learning it along the way. For example, when the pandemic happened and COVID-19 just really like put fear in the hearts of everybody, I had to realize as a business owner, what are the problems and how can I create solutions? I can't dwell in the problems, but I'm gonna use these circumstances to rise above them and find a way to create a different atmosphere for my business, and I did that. We ramped up the marketing. We figured out a way to get people still to be attracted to the business, and we remain consistent in everything that we've done, and we've been able to be successful in that. For me to be able to open up 2 locations in the middle of a pandemic clearly shows that we've been able to do something right. But learning how to pivot, and the pivot never stops, right? Even when the business is doing good, you still have to find ways to make it sexy. Having a business is like being in a relationship. You gotta keep it spicy, you gotta keep it hot, and you gotta know and understand what your customer wants and don't want so that you can really make hardcore decisions in your business so that it can be successful.
What I love about working for Pinky Cole is her spirit, her energy. She's never willing to back off her expectations and the things that she wants done and the way she wants them done. And I think what it does, it pushes everybody to either you're gonna step up to the bar, you're gonna move the bar, or you just, you're gonna have to get out the way and let somebody else who's gonna come in and do what they have to do. So I think it's excellent.
I would not be the woman that I am today if it wasn't for my matriculation at Clark Atlanta University. When I got to CAU, I was a 17-year-old girl, rough around the edges from Baltimore, Maryland, that was a big thinker, a big dreamer, an ideator, an innovator, and I knew that I wanted to surround myself with people who thought and believed like I did, and I owe all of that to CAU. I was a Delta at Clark Atlanta University. I was Miss Junior at Clark Atlanta University, Miss Omega Psi Phi, and Miss Clark Atlanta University. So I truly embodied that HBCU experience, and I wouldn't be the woman I am today if it had not been for me going to that institution and getting all the gems and the knowledge that I've gotten by being there for 4 years.
They got the consistency.
I think I'm trying to move to Atlanta.
As you can see, we have a beautiful front countertop where people can order the food. We have 3 POS systems. We have a microphone so that the employees can really be able to talk to the customer and just give them the ultimate experience so that they don't have to worry about yelling. And right now, you see our beautiful kitchen. I want to throw this to my executive chef, Chef Jarvis, to talk to you about the food options we have here at Slutty Vegan.
Hey, my name is Jarvis Belton. I'm the executive chef of Slutty Vegan, repping California. Welcome. A couple of the items that we just added to the menu are our BLT, and that's actually right here. It's your traditional bacon, lettuce, and tomatoes, but everything is vegan. So we use a vegan challah bread, we use butter or bib lettuce on the bottom. We still incorporate our slut sauce, but we do something very special with the bacon. Right when it comes off the heat, I toss it in a mixture of brown sugar and black pepper to kind of caramelize that sugar at 195 degrees. And then we throw on some raw onions on the top just for that savory or umami flavor. And then we top it off, of course, with our slut sauce and put the bread on top. We're also thinking about adding a couple of house salads. And essentially house salads came from whatever you have in-house is what you throw on a salad. It's the traditional slut way. So this specific salad right here, we're doing arugula base as the lettuce. We're throwing pickled ginger on top. You're using some fresh vegan croutons that I make in-house, as well as some raw onions, some tomatoes, and we top it off with a little bit of our sweet chili sauce and my sauce as well. So that's in our house salad. One option that we're adding to the Jonesboro location is the Sloppy Joe. We have a lot of guys, I think I'm kind of big and muscular. We have some swole guys come in there and they're like, hey, can I add something onto my sandwich? So we're doing what I like to call a Sloppy Joe. That's this little guy here. And we're doing a mix between portobello mushrooms and the Impossible Burger. We're just chopping it up, throwing some Jamaican hot barbecue sauce on top of it, and that's what's creating our Sloppy Joe topped with of course, our slut sauce. So the major differences that I see between Jonesboro and Ralph David Abernathy. Ralph David Abernathy was our original location. We opened it up to basically foster a party outside so that you're waiting to get inside, and once you get inside, you get your food and you're gone, right? So people are dancing, they're listening to music. We have a culture coach that's outside and she's hyping people up on a loudspeaker. We got music blasting. Our neighbors are like, hey, what's going on out there? So it's really a party outside. And then we opened up Edgewood. So a little bit about our Edgewood location. So if you look at the entire restaurant, there are opportunities for people to come inside, and like we have a tic-tac-toe board where they can take the burger off the wall and have some interactive games. And then we have our midnight call where we have a couple of items that are only going to be sold after hours, as well as people can come through a separate door and just order our alcohol slushies. So it's really a combination of the two.
Congratulations, Slutty Vegan.
When you come to Atlanta, the first place you gotta come.
Yeah.
So, what I mean right now is our Slutty Vegan bacon. And this is probably the best bacon that I ever had in my life. It actually tastes better than the real thing. Chef Jarvis just whipped it up. Thank you, Jarvis. But now what I wanna show you is my most favorite piece of Slutty Vegan Edgewood. Come with me. The reason why I like this achievement wall that I'm about to show you is because it speaks to all of the work that I've done in my foundation, the Pinky Cole Foundation. So since I started this company, we've been rooted in philanthropy. And I wanted people to know that as long as the community continues to support us, we always support the community. So here we have our achievement wall. So these are all the things that the Pinky Cole Foundation and Slutty Vegan has done since the beginning of this business. We got the AJC, we got Forbes, we were on the front page of the New York Times in the food section, Black Enterprise. We were on 11 Alive. Every single news outlet you can think of, we've been a part of it. We work with the Department of Juvenile Justice to provide jobs to juvenile offenders. We've been able to support Rashard Brooks and his family by providing life insurance, a new car, and college scholarships in the amount of $600,000. But we've done a lot. And we've done a lot because community is the most important thing to us. So when I see this wall, it makes me emotional because I know that the work that we've done has never been in vain. So I'm excited to say that we've done a lot of work, but we still have a lot of work to do. And Slutty Vegan and the Pinky Cole Foundation, we like to call ourselves hood politicians because we actually put our money where our mouth is and do the work for the community so that the community can win. Okay, y'all, that's my time. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the heck up out of here. I got a restaurant to open, and by the time you see this, Slutty Vegan Edgewood will be open for business. I wanna thank all the people who support us, who love us, who patronize our business every single day. Make sure you go to our website, www.sluttyveganatl.com, or follow us on all social media handles, Slutty Vegan ATL. We can't wait to see you. We can't wait to get you sluttified.
For the marching force. We want to continue to celebrate our fellow Hamptonian, Miss Ruth Powell, for winning an Academy Award for her best costume design and her timeless work in Black Panther. Travel with us to the Warrior Falls. And trust me, they want all the smoke. These are the flying dancers in the nation, the flames of desire. This is heavenly fire. This ain't no dream, this is a sweet dream.
Coming up after the break, we've got a sports panel with Chris Paul, Deion Sanders, and Lavelle Moton.